Damn, 7 runs for the Cubs, and it's only the second inning, and they've already won the first 2 games of this series. Wonder how much they're going to blow the Padres out this time.
2 hours later.
-1 runs, got it. Padres offense was cooking. Jackson Merrill goes deep. The game is tied in the 9th and looked to stay that way until bam. Miscatch on a double play attempt by Justin Turner, who then strikes out to end the game. Padres pick up a big win. That would have been tough getting swept. The White Sox have a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 9th inning. I know I and all of us give this team shit, but hats off to them. I mean, they do win sometimes, you know. They're still big league players. They're talented. They're still going to play well. There's a reason they're not going to go 0-162. Like, that's not going to happen, obviously. They're still really good at this game. They're pros and will put up W's, and they just blew this game. Well, at least the Twins won't blow. They did too. They were actually up 7-1 in this game. Astros clawed back. Yordan Alvarez picks the perfect time for his first home run of the year. Bomb to tie it. They get 2 more in the 10th. Jake Myers snatches home after Altuve guns for second. Astros take the series in Minnesota. Jackson Chourio put the Brew Crew on his back Sunday, driving in more runs than the average amount of beers every middle-aged man in Milwaukee drank. 2 home runs, 5 RBIs on the day. Reds offense goes back to not doing too much. Brewers take the series. If I told you 10 years ago a chubby kid known as the Rizzler would throw out the first pitch at a Mets game because he's chubby and makes faces, I think you wouldn't even comprehend what I'm saying. But since it's 2025, this might be the least surprising thing that can happen nowadays. I mean, hey, shout out to this kid and his dad. They're living the life. It's cool. It's just funny how people get famous nowadays. The Mets also had the Hawk Tua girl throw a first pitch last year. So they're making all the rounds with these types of celebrities. Hey, maybe it made the Mets play better. They only scored 2 runs, but the pitching used their Riz powers to Hawk Tua all over the Blue Jays offense. Okay, I got my 2025 slang out the way. Mets sweep the Blue Jays. Big weekend for them. And although it was a shitty weekend for the Jays, it didn't end so shitty. The Blue Jays were able to strike on an extension with Vladdy Guerrero Jr. 14 years, $500 million, and because I did this with the Red Sox, I gotta do it with the Blue Jays too. Vladdy Jr. set an opening day deadline on contract talks. This would have been his final year before free agency. He said he wasn't going to sign after that. He even acknowledged that every team would have a chance to sign him, even like the Yankees, I think he said. Like, bro seems super gone. But instead, the Canadian-born Dominican is a Blue Jay for life. So just like the Red Sox season didn't begin until Garrett Crochet signed his extension, the 2025 Blue Jays season officially begins now. So big news out of Toronto. By the way, I'm going to start doing comment of the week and month. The best, funniest comment that catches my eye on videos will get a shout out each week. And then of the 4 winners of the month, I pick the ultimate winner. I can have a vote on it. Let me know what you think. Bobby Witt's getting hot. He hit a homer on Saturday. Now 3 more hits. He almost does a reverse cycle just without the home run. A triple, a double, then a single. Chris Bubik with a good old boob job against the Orioles. 8 strikeouts. He pitched into the 7th inning. Gave up just 1 run. Royals bullpen shuts down Baltimore to win the series. Let's go over to the Braves-Marlins highlights.
It's raining sideways!
Thanks, Ollie. In today's edition of Saying Something Nice About the Rockies, Chris Bryant thankfully showed that he's alive. I didn't know where he was this whole time. I was starting to get worried. Well, I would have been worried if I noticed he was missing. I promise I would have been putting up missing person flyers everywhere, but I don't have to now. He drives home a run, I think. In the world of AI, you never truly know, but I think this is real. Same with all the other runs the Rockies scored. Brendan Doyle and Ezekiel Tovar, the first 2 hitters in the Rockies lineup, combined for 7 hits, which was half the team's hits. They finally whoop some ass and avoid a sweep by the A's. The Dodger-Phillies game was really weird. The Dodgers jump out to a lead thanks to Teoscar Hernandez. Tyler Glasnow's on the mound. You think things are going well, all of a sudden the Phillies completely turned things around as Glasnow started walking the planet. 3 walks, a wild pitch, then another walk, then a grand slam by Nick Castellanos. Everyone hug your loved ones, something bad has happened. He did somehow survive this car ramming straight through him though. Dodgers start coming back. Teoscar Hernandez hits another home run, then he doubles in another run and drives another one home in the 3-run 7th inning for LA. They come all the way back to take the lead back until Andy Pajes forgot what a baseball looked like. Phillies rally right back for 2. Dodgers go down 6 in a row to end the game. And here's Teoscar Hernandez after the game. Corbin Burns got a little roughed up in DC, and because of that, the Nationals somehow come up with a series win against the D-backs. Their bullpen again just held it down. It was a 1-run game again, but in the end, the Nats just hold it down. So shout out to them. Big couple wins in a row. The Angels, man. Watch out for them Angels. Well, until like May, and then they'll probably be a joke. But right now they're winning. Jorge Soler hits the daylights out of this thing. The Angels hit 3 homers on the day. They beat Cleveland again, and they've won every series of the year so far. The Pirates keep pirating. Oh my god, what a mess. So they had a Roberto Clemente logo in right field, and this weekend fans noticed they replaced it with a Surfside ad. Now, look, whether there's a logo in right or not, there still is the ultimate way to honor Clemente right outside the ballpark, a statue of him. But to have a Roberto Clemente logo and then take it away for a Surfside ad, obviously, is very tone deaf. Like, come on. Is that Surfside ad really going to be the difference in this team being cheaper, being able to spend more on players? Even if it is, there really was nowhere else to put it other than where Roberto frickin' Clemente's logo was. Like, what are we doing? The Clemente family wasn't happy, obviously, and his son, Roberto Clemente Jr., issued a statement saying that they weren't given any sort of notice about this change, and the team knows they made a mistake. And it's a good example of why it's so important as fans and as people just to speak up. Because soon after, Pirates president Travis Williams released a statement of his own taking responsibility of this and said it will be going back up. The Pirates then blew a 3-run 9th inning lead with 2 outs in a game they seemed destined to lose at this point, until Tommy Pham slapped this baseball harder than he slapped Jock Peterson. Walk-off. There were lots of walk-offs on Sunday, by the way. It was insane. You saw the Tigers walked off, then the Pirates, so did the Rangers after a back-and-forth hard-fought game. Jonah Heim ends things with a base hit in the 9th for the sweep over the Rays. The Rangers are off to an 8-2 start. The Giants game was wild too. Mariners hit 2 home runs to start. Giants have a big 4th inning, putting up 4 runs, capped off by Mike Yastrzemski's first homer of the year, a 3-run homer. Mariners are down to their final strike in the 9th when Randy Arozarena keeps this thing going. Base hit to left, game is tied, it stays that way into the bottom half, and shout out Victor Robles, who makes this crazy catch with an awful collision into the net. Actually, the net, of course, saved this from being any worse, but I mean, I was watching this live. The moment he caught it, you just knew he was banged up bad. Hopefully he'll be okay. It didn't look good, but hopefully he's okay and not out for too long. Wilmer Flores comes in as a pinch hitter, and it takes 1 pitch to end the game. Giants walk off for the second time in 3 games, their first 3 home games of the season, and they sweep Seattle. They've won 7 in a row. They're 8-1. Please keep sleeping on the Giants, everyone. Then another crazy game. The Red Sox and Cardinals were low scoring until late, but Rafael Devers hit his first homer of the season. I swear on everything during this at-bat, I thought to myself he was going to hit it. I know you have every reason to not believe me, but I don't just make this stuff up. I said the same thing about some random O'Neal Cruz home run last week. Sometimes I really do feel like I just can't walk away from an at-bat because a homer might happen, and what do you know, Rafi smacks one. But so did Pedro Pajes in the 8th and what looked like the dagger until the 9th inning when Ryan Helsley forgot the rules of baseball. The rule that you have to throw strikes or else they get to go on base. It happens. Sometimes people just forget things. He walks 3 hitters and gives up a double, and just when you think he's about to get out of this, he strikes out Duran and gets ahead of Devers 0-2. You're thinking, okay, the Cardinals are about to hang on. He throws 4 straight balls to Rafi to walk home the tying run. Aroldis Chapman blows 101 by Pajes in the 10th, followed by that stare before Willie Abreu ends it. Wild finish, and they weren't done. Saturday's game got postponed, so it was a doubleheader, and the Sox just continued where they left off the last couple innings of game 1. Willie Abreu drives home 3, then goes out in right field and throws a rocket to third for the this is getting ridiculous. He's doing everything. And look at this throw. ESPN then has Jordan Walker mic'd up for an interview while he's playing right field in the 3rd, and the first 2 guys get out. So thankfully this time it didn't look to be an inning where the Sox go off. That would have been weird.
One of the things that happen often when a player wears a microphone, the inning usually lasts about 45 seconds. Yeah. Everybody. 2-2 and a little blooper. He's not able to be brought in by Donovan. I just want to play. Come on. Come on, Go too fast for me, man. Oh, hey! Deep center. Time, a 3-run.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Meanwhile, here's Chaim Bloom, current Cardinals general manager and former Red Sox general manager, watching the Red Sox players that he gave the Red Sox dominate his Cardinals. This game got so out of hand, baseball images that precede unfortunate events had to chime in on the fact the Cardinals had a 1-0 lead in this game. Rafael Devers gets 4 hits, Alex Bregman pops his first Fenway home run, everyone in the Red Sox lineup gets at least 1 hit. I mean, when you're scoring more runs than the maximum age Jeffrey Epstein preferred, you know it's a problem. And saying that Jeffrey Epstein killed himself is like saying the Cardinals won this game. Nolan Arenado is about to hold the Cardinals general manager's family hostage until he gets traded. Red Sox demolish St. Louis and sweep them. Connect with me on Instagram if you want, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching.